Full face of Il Makiage makeup. Let's jump right in. I have a new product that they recently launched, and this is their Power Camo, which is an age and redness control soothing primer treatment. So this is the last step of your skincare routine right before your makeup. This was pretty pricey. Honestly, most of the makeup, actually all of the makeup was pricey, but I ordered as much as I could, like for every part of my face. And they sent me a mystery gift, which is a liquid eyeliner. Because I was gonna say, I never ordered a liquid eyeliner. Oh yeah, that's green. It looks thick, but it has almost a whipped texture. That looks like a lot, but let's go for it. We're gonna compare 1 to 1. It does have a little bit of a scent. I don't think it's fragranced. It smells like skincare. It has a silicone, very slippy texture. I can see why they call this a primer. And right away, you can see that it is neutralizing the redness. Yes, it's also pretty blurring. I don't like this texture. It feels like a film on top of my skin. I'm gonna just pat this in a little bit. Wow, it really softened the skin. It's not as glowy. It's pretty smooth and blurred, and the redness is neutralized. It's not gone, it's neutralized. For this $54 primer from Il Makiage, pros, it's instantaneous how it blends in. Cons, I don't like the texture that's left on my skin. When you touch it, it has a little bit of that, not slimy, but almost that like oily texture at the end. Moving on to the foundation, woke up like this. The most talked about product in my opinion from Il Makiage. To this day, still not a fan. It does not work with my skin, does not want to work with other products. I'm just not a fan of this foundation. Also not a fan of their After Party foundation. They're too thick, they're too heavy on my skin. We're still gonna work with it today, just because I wanna see how it wears with the primer. Use a brush and work this in. I would rather go for the Lancome, the 24-hour foundation, the Estee Lauder foundation, the Double Wear. If you want something really long lasting, full coverage on the soft matte side, they just work so much better for my skin. And the shades are incredible. Very easy to find your shade. And this is what the skin looks like with the Il Makiage Woke Up Like This foundation. From far away, it looks good because it looks even, the skin looks very soft, it looks blurred, but when you get up close, this foundation, it just looks splotchy up close. It doesn't want to blend in the way a lot of the other foundations that have the same characteristics as this foundation do and work really great with my skin. This is the reason why I don't like this foundation. It just does not work. So let's move on. We have a concealer from them. I've wanted to try this concealer for so long and I finally got it. This is their Flawless Concealer, multi-purpose perfecting concealer. And this retails for $31 US. This also has raving reviews, so many reviews. And this is not my shade. Okie dokie. I got the wrong shade. Even though on my order, I ordered the second to lightest shade, which is shade number 2, and they sent me shade 10. Their fault. Shade number 2 on my order. And another thing, my blush is also broken. So I have to skip this because that is not my shade for concealer. This is not even my skin tone shade. Okay, getting some attitude after that. We're gonna skip concealer. Let's go with my concealers in here. Anybody else have issues with getting the right stuff in their package? Now let's move on to the bronzer. This is their Mineral Baked Bronzer in, what shade did I do? Wannabe. These are also pretty pricey. And they almost remind me of like MAC makeup packaging, almost. That looks like, okay. The bronzer retails for $38 US. I'm gonna apply with a bigger brush. This is the Jones Road bronzer brush, one of my favorites for a powder. Ooh, very, very powdery. Picking up quite a bit. I'm just gonna work this into the brush using the cap. Kind of stipple this into the brush. I'm not sure how pigmented this is. Just gonna light tapping motions. Okay, that looks like a good amount. It's not extremely pigmented. Very easy type of a bronzer. And the color also looks good. It's neutral. It's not too orange. It doesn't look muddy on my skin. Let's move on to the blush. This is their Mineral Baked Blush, and I picked up shade Bootylicious. Blush retails for $36 US. Wow, this is completely shattered in here. And again, like I understand, you know, with shipping, it's not always, you know, on the brand. Sometimes, you know, they mishandle boxes. But when you get a package and there's no protective packing product in here, I would expect some kind of protective packing in the packaging, in my opinion. I mean, look at that. We're gonna use what's in the lid. And it's all over my clothes. Just gonna work it into my palm. Try to get even coverage on the brush. Just going to assume it's similar to the bronzer, where you have to build up that pigment. I believe they said this is an illuminating blush, and it looks like it is in my palm. With mineral makeup, my experience, especially this type of mineral makeup where it's very softly packed, it's not as pigmented, so you do have that control where you can build up the pigment. Pretty easy to work with in my opinion. But this, I'm not happy that it's completely crushed the blush. But it's pretty on the cheeks. It has a soft illuminating finish. Let's move on to the mystery gift, which is a liquid eyeliner. They call this their waterproof liquid eyeliner. The one on their website that they sell, it's for $25 US. I like this eyeliner. Very black. I like that it's not extremely wet when you're applying. And this felt tip, it's very precise. I like that it was a free gift. Thank you, IL MAKIAGE. I'll take that free gift. Let me quickly curl my eyelashes. I'm gonna apply some mascara. For mascara, I'm using my Judy Doll, the Curling Iron Mascara. Last but not least, I got their newest uncensored, ultra maximizing instant lip plumper. This retails for $36 US. Expensive for a lip product. This is like Dior prices here. It has natural peptides, caffeine, and peppermint oil. I picked up shade Quickie. I'm trying to see if it's long wearing. It doesn't say long wearing. Just curious what it's gonna look like on its own. Very hefty packaging. It's like glass packaging. Ooh. It does not smell good. What is that? Kind of smells almost like a bug. This wand also is not picking up a lot of product. So I have to go on multiple times. Not feeling the plumping effect yet, but it does feel very smooth on the lips. Okay, there it is, it's coming. This is almost like that typical plumping sensation where it feels tingly, it feels cold because of that peppermint in there, but it's not like a spicy feeling like some of the other lip products where it's almost burning. This is not it, it's pretty mild. I feel like it is settling into my cracks, my lines in my lips. Very pricey. I'm not liking this product. It's too pricey for what it is. It's not very full coverage. I would want it to be a little bit more full coverage, but I do like the color. I do want some definition to my lips. I'm gonna add a lip plumping lip liner from Too Faced in shade Puffy Nude. Full face of IL MAKIAGE makeup is on. Now let's go on with the rest of the day and see how it wears. It's been several hours. This is the first update. Andrea and I had a late lunch, so I'm just gonna apply my lip gloss, the plumping lip gloss. It smells so bad. I'll be honest, like there is that peppermint plumping sensation, but it doesn't last long. This is what the skin looks like, the cheeks. I'm more so focusing on the cheeks just because the foundation, I already know how it wears. And you can see it looks dry, it's cracking. It doesn't look great. The eyeliner is still there. I mean, eyeliner is popping, it's black, it's not moving around, but I do like the cheeks. The cheeks look good. Installing floors. Sweaty. I'm gonna end the video here, the review of the full face of IL MAKIAGE. I'm not reviewing the foundation or the concealer. The concealer, they sent me the wrong shade. And then the foundation, I already have my thoughts. I just don't like it. It settles, it cracks, it looks dry. It just, in my opinion, for my skin type, it just does not work out. And then the plumping lip gloss, I am not going to reach for that. Why? Because of the smell. It's so unpleasant. It just does not smell good. Plus the overall lip gloss, just, it's not, I don't know. I'm just not a fan of that lip gloss. Now moving on to the bronzer. For a baked bronzer, for that price point, I personally would suggest something like the Kosas baked bronzer. It's talc free. They have different shades to choose from, and I think those bronzers are stunning from Kosas. I love that baked bronzer. Now for the baked blush, Milani all the way. Milani blushes, those baked blushes, they're beautiful. They're very, very, very pigmented. They look stunning on the cheeks, but they don't look glittery and chunky on the cheeks. They're stunning. Talking about that new Power Camo or Camo Power Primer. It's not as neutralizing if you're comparing it to, let's say, Cicapair. And those are really thick and you have to take your time and work that product into your skin, versus this one from IL MAKIAGE. It's a very different type of a product. When you apply it on your skin, that green tint just melts into your skin and it neutralizes, I would say, enough, but it doesn't completely get rid of the red spots on the face. I'm definitely gonna be using it just because it's very expensive and I like how it looked on my skin. Just the only thing, I don't like the feeling or the sensation left after applying on the skin. So I'm going to see if I like it with more of a different base. But touching it right now, like, I don't have that feeling whatsoever, like that almost oily silicone dimethicone feeling. But I'm gonna end it here, you guys. Thank you for watching, spending time with me, and I'll see you next one very soon.